The 5 Turkish series. Everyone is watching in 2025. Hello, my loves. Today we're here to talk about a phenomenon that just keeps growing. Turkish series that in 2025 are still conquering screens and hearts all around the world. If you thought you'd already seen it all when it comes to drama, romance, and unpredictable twists, think again, because these productions are taking storytelling to a whole new level. In a year where global content is competing like never before, Turkey has found its voice and continues to captivate audiences across North America, Europe, and Latin America. From epic tales of ancient empires to thrillers that keep you at the edge of your seat, both streaming platforms and traditional TV networks are betting big on Turkish shows that combine high-quality production, addictive storylines, and unforgettable casts. In this video, we're going to explore 5 Turkish series that, halfway through 2025, are still airing and gaining new fans every single day. We'll look at what they're about, why they're so addictive, and on which platforms you can watch them so you don't miss a single episode. Plus, at the end of each synopsis, I'll give you a little bonus fact that will make you want to hit play as soon as you finish this video. But before we dive into the first series, you already know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any of our lists, recommendations, and Turkish drama gossip. And if you're already watching one of these shows, tell me in the comments what keeps you hooked the most. So, are you ready to dive into a world of medieval Istanbul, family secrets, and mysteries that cross continents? Grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, because what's coming will have you hooked from the very first second. Kurulus Osman. Imagine stepping into 13th century Turkey, right in the middle of a people's fight for survival and the birth of an empire that would change history forever. That's the epic promise of Kurulus Osman, a historical drama that follows the exploits of Osman Bey, son of Ertuğrul, as he forges his destiny as the leader of the Ottoman Turks. Since its premiere in November 2019 on ATV, the series has kept audiences hooked with spectacular battles, palace intrigues, and a powerful thread of family loyalty. Each episode grips you with cultural clashes, military strategy, and the determination of a man bent on uniting the Turkish tribes against both invaders and internal betrayals. But it's not just about war. Romance also blooms amid the chaos. Osman and Bala Hatun, his great love, must navigate conspiracies, shifting alliances, and tests of honor that constantly challenge their bond. Across the seasons, we watch Osman mature as both warrior and statesman, learning from every defeat and celebrating every victory with leadership that inspires his people. The production itself is a standout. Breathtaking natural landscapes on Turkey's plains, meticulously reconstructed castles, and costumes that authentically reflect the era. Special effects and fight choreography add realism and keep the tension alive in every duel. All of this has made Kurulus Osman one of the most watched shows not only on ATV, but also on international platforms where it's licensed. In many Latin American and European countries, you can stream it on Netflix, and in specific regions, you'll also find it on YouTube with official subtitles. If you're passionate about origin stories of great nations, intrigue-filled twists, and romances forged in adversity, this is the series for you. I guarantee every episode will have you raising your fist alongside the Ottoman warriors, shedding tears at the goodbyes, and dreaming of the hope brought by a leader who changed the world. Mezarlık Graveyard. In February 2025, the second season of Mezarlık, internationally known as Graveyard, returned to Netflix, and it's darker, bolder, and more addictive than ever. This crime thriller combines detective investigations with a powerful social backdrop, creating a chilling atmosphere that grabs you from the very first scene. At the center of the story is Commissioner Onum, a strong, determined woman who leads a special police unit dedicated to investigating violent crimes against women. Each episode presents a different case, but the show goes beyond just the criminal investigation. It dives deep into the social and psychological roots of these crimes, tackling topics like misogyny, femicide, institutional prejudice, and the silencing of victims. Despite her competence, Onum constantly faces obstacles within the police force itself, where many still underestimate women in positions of authority. This tension adds another layer to the series, making it as much a drama about institutional struggles as it is about solving crimes. Visually, Graveyard is stunning. The show's atmosphere is defined by somber cinematography, sharp contrasts, and meticulously designed sets that recreate ancient crypts and underground passageways of Istanbul. The haunting soundtrack, with strings and distant drums, intensifies the suspense, making you feel like you're always just one step away from a terrifying discovery. Mezarlık has been widely praised for its bold and realistic approach to addressing violence against women in Turkish society, a subject that remains taboo in many contexts. Birce Akalay's performance as Commissioner Onem has been especially acclaimed, with many critics calling it one of the finest roles of her career. Where to watch? Mezarlık, Graveyard. Season 2 is available exclusively on Netflix, with Spanish subtitles and dubbing in multiple languages. Gelin the Bride. In 2025, Gelin remains one of Turkey's most addictive daily dramas, now well into its second year on Kanal 7, with brand new episodes every week. The story follows Hanser, a young orphan who grew up protecting her sick brother and developed an unbreakable inner strength to face life's hardships. Fate suddenly throws her into the opulent world of the Develiolu family, a powerful dynasty hiding dark secrets. Everything changes when Cihan Develiolu, heir to the family empire, is pressured into an arranged marriage with someone of noble lineage. But at the engagement ball, the unexpected happens. Hanser steps in as the most unlikely candidate. Honest, fearless, and refreshingly different from the superficial socialites around him, she catches Cihan's attention, and he chooses her as his bride-to-be. From that moment on, the story intertwines palace-like intrigues with Hanser's personal struggle to adapt to a family that distrusts her at every step. Meanwhile, Cihan must balance his growing love for Hanser with the pressures of his grandmother and the conspiracies of ambitious cousins determined to tear them apart. What makes Gelin so captivating is its perfect mix of passionate romance and classic Turkish melodrama. Betrayals, secret alliances, and shocking twists that keep audiences on edge. The fiery chemistry between the leads, rising stars of Turkish television, fuels the emotional intensity. Add to that the luxurious settings, from mansions along the Bosphorus to glittering ballrooms and the gritty streets of Istanbul, and every scene becomes a visual spectacle. With over 240 episodes across 2 seasons, Gelin shows no signs of slowing down. Each week, new fans join in, sharing theories on social media and fueling discussions about Hanser's next move to protect her brother and win Cihan's heart. The series resonates deeply thanks to its themes of sacrifice, loyalty, and redemption, all wrapped in an elegant aesthetic and enriched by an emotional soundtrack. Where to watch? Gelin airs Monday to Friday on Kanal 7 at 7 p.m. local time, and full episodes are also available on the network's official YouTube channel with subtitles. Çift Kişilik Oda, Room for Love. On May 22, 2025, the first episode of Çift Kişilik Oda, Room for Love, premiered in the United States and several other countries, and it has already become a favorite among fans of romance and revenge-driven dramas. The story follows Nilüfer, played by Devrim Özkan, a young woman full of dreams who, after the death of her parents, dedicates her life to running the Hotel Lutetia, the luxurious property they founded. Enter Kaan, played by Ulaş Tuna Astepe, one of the hotel's heirs, who returns after years away, determined to correct his family's mistakes and reclaim what he believes is rightfully his. Their first encounter sets the stage for everything. Nilüfer and Kaan are forced to share the same guest room, hence the title Room for Love. Very quickly, their clashing worldviews and opposing goals spark both tension and unexpected laughs. She is determined to preserve her parents' legacy, while he is focused on dethroning the half-sister who currently controls the hotel. From coffee-free mornings to heated arguments about the hotel's dress code, their reluctant cohabitation creates plenty of comedic situations, but also moments of empathy, especially when Nilüfer helps Kaan see the emotional history behind the marble walls. The script, written by Ayşe Ünür Kutlu, balances witty, light-hearted dialogue with slowly unraveling family secrets. With each episode, We learn more about Kayan's strained relationship with his half-sister Sevil, and how Niloufer, despite carrying her own grief, is able to see his vulnerable side. Fans have praised the on-screen chemistry between the leads, as well as the perfect mix of humor, drama, and the elegant atmosphere of the Hotel Lutetia, shot on stunning Istanbul sets. Where to watch? Çift Kişilik Oda airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Turkish time on Now Turkey, with each episode running around 130 minutes. Internationally, you can also find it on Shahid in the Middle East and on select European streaming platforms, all with multiple subtitle options. If you're a fan of stories where two very different people must learn to trust and maybe love each other, this series is a perfect guilty pleasure, though honestly you won't feel guilty at all. Bahar. The Turkish series Bahar, also known as Bahar, Uyanmaya Hazır mısın? Bahar, Are You Ready to Awaken? Is a 2024 production that quickly became one of the biggest hits on Turkish television. It stands out for its powerful, emotional storytelling, captivating characters, and subtle social critique. The plot revolves around Bahar Yavuzoglu, a devoted wife and mother of two, married to Dr. Timuçin Yavuzoglu, played by Timuçin Esen. At first, she lives what seems like a peaceful, ordinary life, until a dramatic turn changes everything. Bahar is diagnosed with a serious illness and urgently needs a transplant. As she faces this life-altering challenge, Bahar uncovers disturbing secrets from her past, many connected to her husband, that reveal her family life was built on lies. This shocking discovery awakens a new inner strength in Bahar. The series follows her journey of self-discovery, resilience, and rebirth as she rebuilds her identity and finds the courage to face life on her own terms. The show received widespread praise in Turkey, both from critics and audiences. Much of the acclaim goes to Demet Evgar, whose brilliant performance brings Bahar's emotional depth to life. After taking a break from television, Evgar returned with this unforgettable role, and her portrayal has been celebrated as one of the highlights of her career. What makes Bahar even more impactful is its grounding in real-life stories. With a script that's both emotionally dense and socially relevant, the series sheds light on important issues with a raw, realistic touch that deeply resonates with viewers. Since its debut, Bahar has consistently achieved strong ratings, maintaining a loyal audience that connects with its themes of survival, betrayal, and personal rebirth. And that's a wrap. And so we've reached the end of our journey through the 5 Turkish series that in 2025 are still breaking audience records and winning hearts all over the world. We've traveled from the dark mausoleums of Mezarlık, graveyard, to the emotional sophistication of Bahar, passed through the romantic entanglements of Çift Kişilik Oda, and of course, we couldn't forget the medieval epic of Kurulus Osman, or the family intrigues of Aşkı Hatırla. Each of these productions proves that Turkish television not only masters drama and romance, but also knows how to reinvent itself in genres like thrillers, dramedy, and medical melodrama. What's most exciting about these 5 stories is their ability to keep us hooked week after week. Impossible cliffhangers, characters with deep dilemmas, and stunning visuals that transport us to different worlds and eras. And the variety of platforms, Netflix, Disney+, Now, Show TV, and ATV, means we always have immediate access, subtitles in multiple languages, and the guarantee of finding the next episode ready to binge. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these series is already on your must-watch list? Do you prefer solving crimes with Karen and Emre in Graveyard? Or are you more into the clash of personalities in Çift Kişilik Oda? Do you get emotional following Elif's resilience in Bahar, or discovering the secrets in Aşkı Hatırla? Tell me everything in the comments. I love reading your thoughts and fangirling with you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of our Turkish drama recommendations, top lists, or fresh news. Share this video with your friends too, so we can all discover together the next big TV obsession. Thank you for staying until the end. I'll see you very soon with more Turkish content to make every binge watch session unforgettable. Sending you a big kiss See you next time.